Welcome to Everyday Emotional Vocabulary with Think and Be Well. We're currently at the fourth of our 5-word arc that takes us from bracing to ease. And that word is containment. We're moving through this series that helps us to give words to things that we feel but often don't have the words for. There's a moment that often comes after a period of uncertainty, a period of drift, which was last week's word, where answers haven't arrived yet and resolution still isn't there, but when something steadies our nervous system and you might still not know what's next, you might still be holding on to uncertainty, but internally you have acceptance, and that's usually the first sign of containment. Not clarity yet or certainty, just a recognition that you don't need to brace in the same way anymore. Containment is not something that we're taught to notice. We're not even taught to express or to internalize containment. But we are taught how to act, to decide, to fix, to respond, to do, while very few of us are taught how to hold, to be. But containment is the emotional capacity to remain present with complexity without needing to resolve it. It's not control, it's not suppression, it's the ability to let what's here just be without transferring urgency or overwhelm externally, without needing to move it, to make it go away, to manage it or minimize it. You might recognize containment in simple things like when you listen without jumping in to fix it, or when you can feel more than one thing at a time and not rush to organize or to explain it. When you notice tension and instead of reacting, you just let the tension exist. And for people who lead organizations, families, teams, communities, containment often looks like quiet strength. You're aware of what's happening. You're steady enough to be present with what is. You don't disappear. You don't escalate. And others are able to feel that steadiness, even if nothing is said. Even though nothing has been solved, something has been settled. Containment is often misunderstood as distance, as detachment, or as pulling back, but that's not what it is. It's actually a sign of capacity, how much our nervous system can hold without being overwhelmed, where the body finds a position that can hold complexity without bracing against it. And that's a really important distinction. Containment's not passive, it's not going numb, it's a strength. Because with containment, you don't need answers right away. What you do need is room for tension and clarity to coexist, room for uncertainty without collapse, room for experience to stay intact until it's ready to change. And this is where so many systems get it wrong, whether it's nervous systems in people or structural systems in organizations. They try to move before the system has room, and it's containment that creates that room. At an energetic level, containment carries a simple message. It's telling us that the system is no longer escalating. It's testing whether stability can now hold. And that doesn't mean that everything is safe or good. It means that the body, the system, no longer needs to tighten further. And that's a different kind of information. So if you want to integrate this word, don't try to do anything with it. It's more about noticing and ask yourself, what can I allow to be here without moving it? Just notice. Notice what happens when you don't add pressure. Containment is what lets complexity stay intact without having to make it change pushing it to change until it's ready to change. If this word brought you a sense of steadiness, stick with it this week. And when you're ready, join me for the next emotional vocabulary word. Until then, wishing you balance and harmony.